So in this video, I'll be unboxing the SQ11 mini DV camera. It says it's full HD. Here are the relevant parameters, as they say on the back. It's really tiny camera. It's very cheap. You can get this on Amazon or Banggood or several different places, and a number of different sellers have this. They'll repackage it and give it a different name and sell it for more money. I've been able to find it for like about $13 to $14 on Amazon, and as low as about $5 in some places on Banggood. It's a pretty tiny, pretty cheap camera. Here I'll show you what I did with one, sort of haphazardly, to see how I can get it to work. I've jumped the switches, so there's a mode switch and a power switch, and I've jumped those and ran them to relays that are connected to this Adafruit Trinket M0 that I can program in MicroPython, or you can do this also in Arduino. You can program it to turn on and off the camera from the microcontroller, and this is good if you want to set it on a timer. So you could program a timer into the Trinket and have it turn it on and record, and do cycle through the settings and do that. It does it pretty primitively, so sometimes if the camera's like already on and it starts banging away the commands, it'll like put it in the wrong place. So you got to make sure the camera is set to where you want it. To make that happen, but it's a pretty crude way of doing it, but it works. I'm going to make a underwater enclosure for this and make a baited remote video system with it, a very cheap one. They usually are very sophisticated and expensive, but I'm going to make one out of PVC pipe and this stuff, so anyone that has an interest in doing so it'll be pretty accessible for making your own underwater camera setup. And it has IR, so that's really good if you're deep and you want infrared light, so it doesn't upset animals too much. You can photograph them, and it'll be like night vision underwater. And most animals pretty deep will most likely not be able to sense IR because it doesn't go through water very well. Okay. At that depth, but it will for close-up photography down there. Just by the time the IR from the sunlight gets down, it's like one of the first things that drops off in the deep. Okay, so here's the camera. I'm gonna open up the box. It's got a cable. It's got a very Instagram-looking graphics on it, a bunch of clips. They're okay. It comes with an instruction manual that tells you what all the different commands do. So there's that, and the camera is just this little tiny cube. It takes a micro SD card. It's got 2 switches on it, and it plugs into a 8-pin USB micro B, I think is what that is. So I got a cable from a previous one already here, and I'm gonna just charge this up. Yep, light comes on. I'm gonna put a micro SD. These say, I think the largest micro SD card that can go in these is 32, and that's what I'm putting in. Is that right way? No. Okay, gotta take this thing out first. Okay. So used to putting these things off with the enclosure off, but I like to test these cameras out to see if they work first before I start taking it apart, because I don't want to like take it apart and then see that it's broken and not know if it came broken or if I actually broke it. So I'm gonna charge that, and then I'm just gonna test it out, not on video, and then I will make another video to show of me taking it apart, provided that it's in working order. Actually, if it's not in working order, I'll still take a video of taking it apart. But anyway, that's the unboxing, and that's the camera so far. Please check out the next video if you want to see me take this apart, and then after that I'll start soldering stuff to it, like this guy here, only I'm gonna do something different with this.